Did I just pay way too much for shoes just to have this logo on the back of them? Yes, but do I regret it? Absolutely not. Yo guys, Zakaragi here for another episode of Toilet Reviews, where we'll be going over the Asics GT2160 in collaboration with JJJJound. So I got the white pair and the inverted pair here, so this is going to be a pretty special video. But before we get into things, I need you guys to do me a small favor. I think you know I'm about to ask. I need this engagement and I need it bad. I'm like Goku holding up the spirit bomb right now, asking the people of Earth to give him his energy, aka engagement. That way I can beat Majin Buu, aka the algorithm. So guys, give me this engagement. Help me beat the algorithm. That way it promotes my video and promotes it to more people so I can continue to grow. I really appreciate it. But enough with the nerd references. Without further ado, let's get straight into this review. And if you guys are unfamiliar with JJJJound, let me give you a brief history lesson. So they're a design studio based out of Montreal, Canada. They started back in 2006 and their whole thing was all about minimalistic design as seen through all their products as well as previous collabs. I mean, look at these guys right here. These are both JJJJound collabs with Asics and New Balance, and as you can see, pretty minimalistic. But if you know me or you've been around with this channel for a while now, you would know that I'm a big fan when it comes to the JJJJound releases. I always try my best to get the ones that I like, but I'm not always that lucky. But this time around, I was lucky enough to grab both of these right here. So initially, I was going after these, but I did strike out on them a couple times, but thankfully, my friends came through. They actually assisted me on 2 pairs of these, so I have another pair on ice right now. And then when I struck out on these guys on the JJJJound website, you know, as they say, when one door closes, another one opens. I went back on the JJJJound site later on and found these guys available, so I went ahead, grabbed my pair, and I actually ended up liking this pair more than this pair, so I'm happy to have both of them right now. So with that being said, this is actually the second collaboration with Asics and JJJJound, the first one being the Asics Gel Kano 14s. As you can see, I have my pair right here. Love the shoe to death, especially when they first came out. Still wear them to this day, and they are absolutely beaten up. I'm about to retire these so I can start wearing the GT2160s, but man, these had a hell of a run, so salute. But getting more into the GT2160 model itself, now this shoe pays homage to the technical design language of the GT2000 series, which debuted in the early 2010s. And I really like the design of the GT2160s. It's definitely a shoe you can dress up and dress down, especially in these JJJJound colorways right here. I'll probably put B-roll footage of me showing off some outfits you can potentially wear with the shoes, give you some inspiration and whatnot, but I'm on the fence if I like these better than the design of the Gel Kano 14s because whew, the Gel Kano 14 is one of my favorite Asics models of all time, along with the Gel Light 3s, so it's a tough battle right here. Maybe after I start wearing the GT2160s more, I'll like it better than the Gel Kano 14s, but it's highly unlikely. But moving along, the shoes do come with a special collaboration box, and I really shouldn't be using the word special because it's literally just an all black box with JJJJound and Asics branding. Now when it comes to the price for these guys, they go for 210 Canadian or 150 USD. Now that's not too crazy of a price in my opinion, especially given the fact that the GR pairs of the GT2160 do range from like $170 to $200 depending on the colorway you get. So not too bad of a price jump. It honestly could have been a lot worse given that this is a collab pair. Now being that these shoes do follow that minimalistic design language that JJJJound is known for, there isn't too much JJJJound branding on the shoes themselves. I mean, we have the logo on the heel, then we also have the logo on the sock liner as well. So really not too much branding, which I like because it makes these shoes one of those if you know type situations, which I love. Now these did come in a pack of 3, so the third pair is actually an all black shoe, which I didn't even bother going for because I know they want to go for a minimalistic wave right now, but that's just overboard if you ask me. That is too minimalistic to the point where it doesn't even feel like a collab pair anymore. Like, there are GR pairs of the GT2160 with much better colorways that almost feel like a collab pair, but that all black pair, nah, I skipped out on those. Okay, now getting into the outsoles, and what we have here is a typical like running shoe traction pattern. I don't really know what to call this pattern in general, but all I can say is that these types of outsoles are typically very durable given that they're designed for running outdoors or just running in general. And then what I do like about this outsole are all these little flex grooves that you can see on the part right there, and that really helps with the flexibility of the shoe as well. And if you're paying attention, you probably couldn't have missed this huge midfoot shank plate we have right here. Now this is what Asics is calling their Trustix system, and literally it's just a midfoot shank plate made of TPU. It is quite large and it does provide some good torsional support and rigidity. That means if you are running in these, you are good to go. You have nice support right there, and these also come with a very sturdy internal heel counter as well, so you're going to get some good heel containment from that also. So moving along to the cushion setup, and I'm not entirely sure what this midsole foam is made of. I'm reading that it's an EVA, so I'll go with that for now, but integrated within this midsole we do have the Asics gel technology, which feels awesome on feet. I love the way they felt with the gel Kano 14s, and it feels great on these guys, especially in this heel portion right here where you can actually see a lot of the gel poking out of the midsole. It feels great and plush. I love the feeling of it, but when it comes to the feeling of what it feels like in the forefoot right here, you're a little close to the ground. It's not as good as the heel portion right here, so I'm a little disappointed on that end. I don't think there's any gel technology within the forefoot at all, which kind of sucks honestly, because you'd think there would be, but it doesn't look like there is. I mean, with the gel Kano 14s, it seemed like the gel extended a little bit further out along the shoe. I wish it did that with these guys, but unfortunately not. But still comfortable overall. I'm just being a little bit picky right now. So the shoes do come with an ortholite insole as well. Let me pull it out for you guys. So this guy right here isn't as good as the insole that came with the gel Kano 14s. It is pretty dense honestly, and it's thick, but it's really not providing that much stepping comfort in my opinion, so it just barely gets the job done for me. Okay, so diving into the materials, and what we have here on the underlay is actually an open knit material. Now compared to the GT2160 GR pairs that I've seen in store, the mesh on the JJJJound pair here does feel a little bit thicker, and it's also more of an open knit like I mentioned compared to the closed knit that they have on the GR pairs. And as much as I love how comfortable and breathable this mesh does feel on feet, it's going to be a nightmare to keep this white pair clean right here, and also to clean them as well if I do get any stains on them, because I don't know, cleaning mesh is not the easiest thing in the world in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but you can let me know in the comment section down below. But moving along, layered on top of the mesh, we do have this almost plastic-like feeling synthetic leather, and it does have a really cool carbon fiber look to it. Love the aesthetic of it, just adds another layer of style to the shoes. And then when it comes to the interior padding, so for the back portion right here, it's decent honestly, not too bad, but when it comes to the tongue, very well padded. Love how that feels, super comfortable. But when it comes to the fit and sizing of these guys, being that these do have a slim and sleek design, they do fit a little bit more snug on the sides of the shoe, so I still went true to size and I had no problems at all. I have the perfect amount of space in the toe box area because I don't like it when my toes touch the edge of the shoe, but when it comes to all you wide footers out there, I feel like going true to size should still work for you despite it being a little bit snug on the sides, because this material is very soft and will stretch out over time. But overall guys, JJJJound has done it yet again, another successful collab with Asics. I'll be looking forward to wearing these here on out as my everyday shoes. Now comment down below and let me know what you think about these. Are these worth the hype? Let me know in the comment section down below. But we're at that point in the video now, it's time for hashtag Zacharagi, what you rocking. And for today, I'm gonna pull them out. I had them out earlier. For old time's sake, I'm gonna be wearing my New Balance 990 V3s here, the JJJJound pair. So this is a beautiful shoe, one of my favorite New Balance of all time. So yeah, but that is it for today guys. I appreciate you all for watching. I'm signing out. Peace.